Hi, I'm Schneider and welcome to Schneider Classics. Today, I'm talking about the 1969 two-ton. Alright, so this truck has been with me for a long time. I'll link a video down in the description below of me getting it, because that's a story in itself. But the only reason I'm making a video, because here's all the spare parts for it, steps, the truck itself, everything. Good old truck. This 1969 two-ton of a beast of a box truck with no box on it anymore. It was a big old box truck. Is sold. I'm also going to say sorry for the video angle. Zombie Body Shop still has my GoPro, so I have to film this way now. So we got all these spare parts here. That's a GMC grill. As you can see, it's a Chevy. So there's a spare grill, 2 rods, extra wheel tubs, steps, an extra hood. The original hood, bracketry, Chevy emblem. Nice parts. The only problem with this truck is it's a little crunchy, but that's fine. Has the original owner manual in it. This gas tank. Oh, a couple other things. Let's stick this horn in here so it doesn't get lost. Because the guy literally just gave me cash for it. So it's sold. Solid frame. Dualies in the back. You got your lugs there. And 5 lug in the front. Look at that. That's beautiful. So the story on this truck is, it's before I bought it 2 years ago. It sat behind the GM over in Beausejour, Manitoba for 30 years. That's it. That's all the history is on it. It was sat there when the first guy came and turned this, it was a mechanic shop, turned it into a dealership. And then it was there 25 years ago when Melnick bought it and turned it into Melnick GM dealership. Sat there for 25 years. It just had a box truck on it. Now, while it sat there, it did have the engine and it did have the transmission. Someone stole the engine, and then one day someone crawled underneath and stole the transmission. So there's no driveline. But this truck sat beautiful for a very long time. That's about it. Oh, I know, because I bought it from Melnick. I bought it from old man Melnick, and now it's sat here for a couple years, and then I've collected parts for it. But now it's time to say goodbye. There was originally, the original plan with this was to buy it, put an LS3 in it, and tilt deck it so to turn it into a tow truck. I don't have money to do that anymore, so I don't have money or time or the resources, and I gotta pay for other things, like they help pay for my trip both to SEMA. Time to let her go. But it's a good old truck. I just signed over the title, had its title. That's the thing about my trucks on my property. I go and get the title right away because, well, that lets you know if you can do with the truck, anything with the truck or not. Again, I'm sorry if this video is a little janky being on a phone. It's a good old truck. Steering wheel, cluster, bunch of good old body mounts, pretty good on it. Tires are the same air, they haven't been filled in 30 years. When I pulled her out, she was in the ground from here, right there. These 2 nuts were partly covered, which is nuts. The hubs and the bearings are all in here, and the splines are big old drums. Big old drums. So definitely needs a lot of love, definitely needs a lot of character, but there's a lot there for a starting truck, as the fenders are good. Normally where these trucks rot out, for a rot problem that's only really on these trucks is right here. This completely rots out and you're kind of screwed because they don't make reproductions of these. So if you're going to use a C20 and up, make sure you get a good base of a truck, because, well, if you don't, you're gonna end up with having a hard time finding some parts. You can tell these wheel tubs haven't seen it better days, but look, there's like 2 brand new ones right there. So that's good. Another problem with these trucks, as you can see, brought at the bottom of the door, the rocker's pretty common, cab corner's pretty common. This side's this side's really good, surprisingly. That door don't open anymore. The rocker's all good except for the top where it meets the floor, so the floor needs to be done. So there's a bunch of stuff there. Well, that's just a little show around. Like I said, in the link down in the description below, there will be some videos on the past of this truck. This is just kind of a little video to say, hey look, here's a truck, here's a little bit of history on it. And it's going to a new home. It has been on Schneider Classics, that's what I can say. Which is a good old beast of a truck. So this is not one of the trucks I have worked on. There is video of me taking apart this front clip years ago. That was years ago with a buddy that tried to screw me over in some stuff. So that's probably why that video never got released. But I'll show some clip now of us tinkering around with it, which was actually technically the first video of this channel a couple years ago. But this is an awesome truck. Time to see it go. Time to see a new home and live out its life. Tried to get you some nice angles. And welcome to the first ever episode of Schneider Classics. So, this is one of the people you might see on the TV show or the garage. He's fun. He's Cameron. Hi. I'm your guy, Marcus Schneider, owner of the garage. I mean, no garage, this is a field right now, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So this is our first project. This is the 1969 Chevy 2-ton. So this is a beautiful girl. I'm just showing you what we're starting with. Ow, fuck, there's twigs. If you want, go to, I'm gonna link my video for my channel of where this truck came from, if you guys want to see that, but
well, look at this engine, look how much power it makes. Yeah, man.
So in this first episode, we're going to be actually taking off the whole front clip of the truck, because I'm going to tell you guys, the plan for this truck is we're going to be building a SEMA truck. So if you guys don't know what time of the year it is, it's December, almost before Christmas. We have a 10-11 months to get this done, which is not a lot of time, and it's a very short SEMA build. But if we can get her done for SEMA, we're gonna be becoming the SEMA. So as he's already starting,
SEMA!
Let's get started.